Today's video, we got Agent teaching us how to get some money. If you're new, make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, all that. Let's get into the video.
All right, y'all. Welcome to Pocket Watching 101. Today, we're learning how to watch pockets, man. It's pretty simple. By the end of this class, you should be able to look at the person beside you and have an exact estimate on how much money they make as a content creator.
More
it's
than
not
I love
hard.
doing
All the information is publicly accessible. You just need the framework. So we're going to do some exercises to help you guys get right so that everybody can become a professional pocket watcher. Okay? This is what YouTube looked like. And this was also a pretty rough month on YouTube.
What channel is that? Is that everything?
I made 120,000 for everything channel. So this is where I put all my clips. This is where I put all my clips and stuff like that.
Oh, and they say sad. Oh, you just like to read.
Yeah, but you gotta think. Like it's.
Bro, you know you're blessed when
Twitch.
50,000 is a low
I
money.
didn't have any brand deals this month. And so, unfortunately, because of the $350,000 expenses, I lost $140,000 in the month of January.
Oh, and they say sad. Oh, you just like to read.
Yeah, but you gotta think. Like it's 120,000 on Twitch. It's 49,000. I didn't have any brand deals this month. And so, unfortunately, because of the $350,000 expenses, I lost $140,000 in the month of January. That were way higher appeals. So. This is a whole different ballpark of trying to retain people's attention once they click on the video. We just made the videos way more interesting to watch for people that watch the content and for people that don't know me and just watching for the first time. We also focus more on converting subscribers for people that watch. We did that with the outro, and we did that with lower thirds, and we did that with better overall audience retention in the video.
Agent cooking,
so
that's
a whole nother talk, but there's a lot of strategy that goes into that as well. Right now, when it comes to creating content, TikTok is king. The only reason people don't think this is because you can't make that much money off TikTok, which is true, but you don't need to make that much. Hour is the only kind of relevant metric I've seen on Twitch. So just remember, like, you want people to follow. It's not a pointless metric. It's not an empty number. It's the only kind of relevant able to transition that to streaming. He took that TikTok.
Nah, Queso is one of
and he
the
was able to
ones.
transition
I would watch
into
him on
streaming.
every platform.
And then he was able to take that streaming audience and transition that to the YouTube. He uploads every day, 600K, 800K, 600K. He's crushing it. If he's not making like $1 million a month, I don't know who the fuck is, bro. But you wouldn't think it though, because sometimes he's not in drama all the time. If you don't watch a lot of gaming content, if you're a gamer and you're not watching what Queso's doing, you're not trying. I mean that with the bottom of my heart. He is operating at such a high level, and he does it so genuinely, bro. I watch his streams all the time, sometimes to learn, sometimes because he's hilarious. I also want to say something that's kind of important here. And it's something that a lot of people wouldn't consider a science, but it's his face card. Do you see the thumbnails? Yes. You could spot this nigga face from anywhere. You get what I'm saying? He puts his face views, okay? We did the math. I told y'all what the CPMs look like depending on what they do. I know his type of content is IRLs. He's gonna be lower, middle of the pack CPM. 140,000. Twitch subs, he had 70,000 Twitch subs. He peaked, he crushed it. Each sub is 5, I think maybe 6, 7 if you're on mobile dollars now. And then you multiply that by 0.7 because he gets 70%. I'm assuming he's on a 70-30. He gets 70% of that sub number. That's 245,000. Twitch ads, he streamed for 125 hours approximately. I'm assuming he ran max ads because I had to sub up. And so that means that his April ad revenue was $500,000.
People see all them numbers and
brand deals.
But it
I actually don't know if he did any brand deals, but I know he was in the middle of dropping a project. It had to be some money that came with it. I just gave him the higher end of the brand deal market. I said 75,000 for 2. He had to have done something brand deal related. So that's 150,000. 28 million views.
Like, I wonder, like, what else are you going to use the money for? I feel like that's brilliant content. So in the month of April, I also streamed an awful lot. I streamed almost every single day. But as you can see, though, the ads, which is this segment right here, makes up a large portion of my revenue. Even though the subs were crushing it, I peaked in subs. I think I would be at like 50,000. We hit 50,000 subs, but still the revenue you make off subs is insignificant to the money you make on ads. That's what I'm telling you. Ads is underrated. So the more you grow, trust me, it's gonna make your life a lot easier to make money off ads. As long as it's not ruining the experience. But if you could build a community where most niggas is subbed up, the niggas that watch you won't see ads. So you feel me? You don't have to worry about discovery because you're a larger streamer, so then you can milk it a little bit more, and then you can do cooler shit with the money that you make. And by the way, my ads is like a little over half. I don't max my shit. Just so you know.
Many of the biggest streamers from like Aiden, Kai, they all use simple cameras. Just like it could be grainy shit, it doesn't matter. People do not value quality when it comes to, if you stream in 4K, you won't get a single additional viewer as a result.
In my
really want to
opinion,
clarify
the
that because
audio
some
is
people
more
feel like the tech is what holds them back. If you're at a $1,000 budget, the S25 Ultra is the best. I think it's a little more than 1,000, but for a $1,000 budget. For a 2.5, it's gonna be this live view backpack. It molds together different connections so that you have a stronger overall connection. It's more expensive, but you can connect it to a bigger body camera. So the overall price is gonna be a little bit higher, but it's going to be worth it. Now, if you're a big streamer, there's no reason why you don't get this one. I don't know how new it is because we just got it 4 months ago, but it's cracked. Like, it's prioritized data. I don't lag, basically, and it's so hard for me to lag. It's very hard. It's brands. If you can go on Walmart, Target, and find it,
giving out game
if it's a
for
brand
free.
that has like billions of dollars worth of value, chances are they have huge budgets and they may be allocating that to content creators and events. Honestly, events is cracked because it's fun. One, it's an experience. Two, it's good content to stream. Three, and they be coming in with $1 million budget. They have to spend it, so they might as well spend it on you. So events is where I've been having the most fun doing recently. Anytime I get invited out to some shit, like negotiate a very high rate, especially if I don't have to fly and leave Atlanta. Very, very convenient. So if you can start to build a portfolio of events, when the next brand hits you up, you can say, look at this thing I did with this brand over here. It did so well. You feel me? And so this is essential. You start to build a rapport with different brands. And just so you know, it's only a handful of people that hold all the money. So if you put a good impression on one, all of them are gonna start fucking with you. I did a sponsorship in my pocket watching class with Webull, and they loved it. But then other brands saw that, and they were like, bro, how can we get involved and help some small streamers? So can we put hands up if you've never done a brand deal before? I'm gonna have you guys stay after class because Droptics, Bays, and Moon Oral Beauty wanna be your first brand deal.
Agent, such a real nigga.
You wanna invest your money, Webull is the way to do it, bro, 100%. I mean that though, like, money isn't just a thing you do to buy luxury things. It's what you use to put your creativity and make it real. You don't have a streamer university unless you have lots of bread to help make it happen. And to me, this is, so far, day zero was spectacular. I'm excited for the rest of the day and tonight. But money is what helps fuel your imagination and pull off the things that's in your brain. What's the
Size creator, right? Obviously, like, being on TikTok is the best.
Yeah.
Should you start a YouTube or should you just go all in on TikTok?
If you have the bandwidth and you're not gonna stretch yourself thin, YouTube is also important. But YouTube takes a lot more strategy. It's kind of easy to do a dance, hit a trend, and maybe get lucky on TikTok. Getting lucky on YouTube is like hitting a jackpot. You need good strategy to win on YouTube. So TikTok is a lot easier in terms of growth. If you have the bandwidth, especially if you have if you're doing it together and you have more hands and you have people that know, YouTube is worth it in my opinion, but you shouldn't jump to it if it's gonna spread you thin. If you're making more than
Make sure
$30,000
y'all got a
year,
notebook and a
get an
pencil,
accountant,
bro.
bro.
You really
if you
giving
have
out
more
game
than 3
for real.
revenue sources, YouTube, Twitch, anything else, get an accountant, bro. It sounds like money, they save you money. If you do it yourself, you will cost yourself money. Also, if you do it wrong, they're gonna back tax you and you're gonna get fucked later. So it's not a big problem now, but if you get disorganized, it can become a big problem. And last but not least, man, download Webull, W-Webull, man. W-Webull in the chat.
On TikTok, as far as the growth and then recognize like the discovery, does the content have to be niche or can you just maximize on each part of your personality?
TikTok is gonna push you in the direction of people they think want your content. So it'll inevitably put you in some sort of niche. It's possible to break out of it just because of how easy it is to grow on TikTok. I didn't mention this in my talk. It has, just so you know, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, it has never been easier to grow. I want you to know 10 years ago, before TikTok and short form existed, it was impossible to get niggas to find your videos. There was no clip culture, there wasn't sharing shit. If they didn't just happen to bump across your video, like go into subscriptions and see you in the suggested video, they wasn't finding you. So that's why I say TikTok is king. It will open the door for many of you to even have these opportunities. So not taking advantage of it, it almost got banned. TikTok getting banned.
The small creators would have been cooked.
1.9 million views and 700,000 likes.
Cool.
Talking about your class. Yeah.
Oh, fire,
And
nice.
I actually learned from it.
Oh, I haven't even been on social media, so I haven't seen much. I just
You'll
been.
probably see it.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
It's really cool.
Well, thank you for sharing that with your. So I made $120,000. So I really want y'all to focus in on this though. This is why I'm saying ads are really underrated. Do you see this purple section here? Those are ads. If I remove the ads, my budget is eviscerated. So I'm saying it's underrated because it's the main way I get to do cool stuff. It also helps convert subscribers because niggas want to subscribe if there's lots of ads, but I wouldn't recommend that because the main priority for small streamers is discovery. As you grow, I would recommend it more and more. But I really truly believe it, bro. Like without ads, and you can see this split here, I pulled it up on purpose. Like on an average day in January, this is a marathon, so I was live the whole day. Keep in mind, there's ads playing the entire day, $4,000. And that's a bad day. Because if this was done in December, that's gonna be 20,000, 25,000. What's that?
Are these ads that they?
Yo, bro, if you're around a bunch of losers, you're gonna lose. I don't know how else to explain it. Dead ass. You're gonna leave here, you're gonna go back to whatever city you're from, and you're gonna be around people. If those people aren't on the same pursuit as you, they don't have to be streamers. I mean like taking life serious. Like if they're not trying to try, bro, you will match that energy, I'm telling you. And operators, people that are winning don't want to be around that. You are actively repelling away the energy that you're trying to attract. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Back when I wasn't making any money,
being around people with no goals really do rub off. Like you could be the most ambitious person.
I just enjoyed it.
The only way you keep doing what you're doing is you gotta get away from it.
I wasn't here with this opportunity, but I had friends. We used to get on Skype. RIP Skype in the chat. RIP Skype. We used to be on Skype. We used to talk to each other every day. Every day we would hop in a Skype call, I would mute and say, yo, I'm about to record a video. Boom, I record a video, I'll come back to the Skype call, play 2K with the guys, grind my players, shit like that. I was a 2K content creator. I was in my bag with people that was in their bag. You get what I'm saying? You could be around whoever you want to, bro, but you'll go in whatever direction they're going in. So make sure you want to go where they're going, bro. Hey, what up?
You see the problem now?
What's the problem?
You see your time and your revenue. If I do that because I have a Nigerian audience,
Yeah.
that I'm still going to get like $20.
You're right, you're right. So different countries have different ads, and America pays the most. So that's true. So if you live in a country that's not America, your ad rate is most likely, not always, a little bit less, just because America's super commercialized and consumerism is rampant.
What do you advise me to do?
If you can't get an American audience, that helps. That helps. But also you get paid in American, right?
Yes.
And in Nigerian bucks,
Okay,
that.
but let me tell you something. So I have some American viewers, right? And I also have the Nigerian viewers. If American viewers are paying $6 per sub, Nigerian viewers are paying $1.
Now I understand that, but I think what's possible is you dominate Nigeria and then you expand. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. You could probably think of artists that have done the same thing where they dominate Nigeria and now they're global. Yeah. So the global opportunity is always gonna be there. You just have to keep working. Okay. You'll get there, bro. So this
Continue to do dance videos with like
face card. Wendy dance every day. Wendy probably danced 3 times today. Yeah. All Wendy do dance, but everybody sees Wendy's face, and her stream is crushing it. Yeah. So like it doesn't. Think about it like the things you're doing don't immediately have to convert to the place you want them. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Wendy made her way on Twitch, but she was on TikTok. She was crushing it on TikTok Live. She was crushing it on her TikTok post. Dancing and doing trends, no cap, is probably the easiest way to get, bro. You just ride it. So ideally, if you're early to the trend, it's even better. But she's a really good example of someone that does a lot of dances. And like, she's not like fucking Chris Brown dancing, but people just like her personality. Yeah, you know what's crazy? I didn't think the serious lessons people were gonna give a fuck.
Being funny
Yeah,
doesn't
it
get
was
you
just- 'cause I think
success
most
without
people
a
like-
strategy.
But I was very surprised that everybody gave a fuck.
No bullshit. My chat usually loves like dumb shit that I do.
Yeah.
And it was dead ass like, yo, just shut up and turn the camera for this class.
It's kind of refreshing.
Like, that shit is
the
crazy.
education performs.
That's why I tried to balance it. I had the LeBron James Museum, and I had like more fun sitting in the pocket watching shit. But I'm glad you enjoyed it, bro. Hopefully you learned something, man. Hey, thank you for being.
Thank you for watching my video. Make sure to subscribe, give it a like, and comment too. More videos will be posted in the description. Stay tuned for the next video.